Holy crap, you guys. So Netmarble decided to release a teaser for SSK yesterday, and yeah, we're gonna overanalyze this thing in today's video. What's going on, you guys? TBR here, back yet again with another King of Fighters Allstar video. I hope you all are having a great week. In today's video, as I mentioned, we are going to be breaking down that SSK teaser that was released yesterday over on the official Facebook page. But first, before we get into all of that more in today's video, make sure if you guys are new here and you enjoy daily King of Fighters All-Star content such as this, that you smash that like button and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get into today's video that's going to be all about SSK. Alright, you guys, so the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to break down this graphic itself. Now, undoubtedly, you guys have already taken a look at this, but if you want to take a look at it in all of its glory, here it is. So overall, I am really happy that they decided to release this teaser. This is the first time, to my knowledge, they've ever released a teaser like this for all of us to take a look at and overanalyze. So I'm really excited for that. I've seen a lot of people sitting down and discussing this in Discord and on the forums. So I really do hope that they continue doing these types of things going forward, because anything that can breed healthy discussion in the community and get people hyped up for these character releases, much less a character trailer, I think that that is going to be something that is good for the community as a whole. So here's hoping that later on today maybe we see one of these for Kula, but as of right now we have SSK to talk about. And looking at this graphic here, like I said, they knocked it out of the park. You can already tell, even with him completely darkened out here in the background, you can pretty much tell that this is going to be another top-notch graphic design for this character. And overall, Netmarble does an amazing job with their character designs in this game, so whoever that person is that does these, give that person a raise, because they deserve it. But looking at this thing here, of course the first thing we're going to need to talk about is going to be the skills themselves. Now if we take a look at these, we can already tell, and from everything I have been discussing with all of the people that I know, we're all under the assumption that none of these skills are going to be in order, so don't go thinking that this is the S1, the S2, the S3, and then the two finishers just kind of all in a row there, because that does not seem to be the case in this situation, as that first skill icon there is undoubtedly going to be Crimson Star Road, which we're about to talk about, which is definitely going to be a finisher. I have a hard time believing that they are going to make that one of its regular skills. That would be a little bit ridiculous, and you'll know why if you're unfamiliar with how these skills work or what they look like. We're about to show you guys, but I don't think that these are in any sort of order, and I'm not going to sit here and try and break them down in such a way that we're going to try and figure out what the S1, the S2, the S3, and the finishers are, because honestly that would be almost impossible. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to try and, based on these skill icons, figure out which of the skills from his kits throughout the KOF franchise he is going to have here. Now of course it's going to be pretty much impossible to tell which K they are basing this one off of, but the skills themselves look like the KOF 14K, but again, we'll have to wait and see. So moving on to the first icon, we are going to have what appears to be Crimson Star Road, as we had mentioned. Now of course this skill is already in the game, and I'll show you guys what that skill looks like, but I'm sure you guys are familiar with it, at least loosely. However, being that this is going to be the first icon on that list, this is why we have a hard time believing that these are going to be in any discernible order. So again, take it with a grain of salt. All of this is pure speculation, but I have a hard time believing that they're going to repurpose this as some sort of normal skill like an S1. I just don't see that happening. So yeah, that is what the first skill icon looks like to us. And then on the second icon, this appears to be Minute Spike. It's tough to tell, and really from here with this one and the next one, we're pretty sure that these are correct, but then from there they're all up in the air, so we're just gonna have to kind of wade through that as best we can. But this definitely looks like Minute Spike as best I can tell. But moving on to the third one, this looks like it is going to be Heat Drive. Now of course Heat Drive is already in the game, and this skill icon for this one looks fairly close to this. It looks like his arm positioning in that icon is a little bit higher than what Heat Drive normally is, but then again, it's tough to tell, but that does look like that's what that's going to be. Now when we take a look at the fourth and the fifth icons, this is really where things start to get a lot more difficult. Now we're fairly certain on the first three icons, but of course the fourth and the fifth one are the ones that are causing causing the most debate for us and giving us the toughest time. However, being that the running joke in King of Fighters proper is that K's kit is basically 90% Ein Trigger, we're guessing that he is going to be on the 4th icon there, having Ein Trigger and second knuckle, because it does appear as though second knuckle is what is pictured there. And then on the 5th icon, the best that we can guess is Ein Trigger into second shoot, but really it's tough to tell. These are two that we have all debated on quite a bit, and we have gone back and forth on. It's going to be a situation where there's not going to be any way of any of us knowing 100% what is going to be going on in this kit as far as what his skills are until the release, or they give us a trailer. But overall, that is our guesses. Now, if you actually take a look at the current Fest K, we do have a couple of the skills we talked about in this video that are currently available. So you have Ein Trigger into second shoot here on the S1 for the current Fest K, and that is one that we have theorized is going to be on this kit and repackaged. And then on Minute Spike on the S2 here, this one is also looking like it might be in this kit, but again, it's going to be one of those things we're going to have to wait and see on. And then of course we had talked about Crimson Star Road on that first icon, and that is currently one of the finishers 4K. If we take a look here, this is of course going to be Crimson Star Road, and this is the reason why we're fairly certain that these aren't in any sort of discernible order. So again, don't think that any of these icons are probably going to be in proper order for the kit, because that does not appear to be the case. And then of course he also has Heat Drive in there, but I think we're all aware of what that one looks like. So overall, you guys, that is going to be the guesses that we have come up with. If you guys have better ones, or you think that you have noticed something that we haven't, go ahead and let us know in the comments section down below. We would love to hear about it. But overall, I think if anything, like I had mentioned at the beginning of this video, all that this graphic has done has given us something to sit here and chew on for the next couple of days, or at least until we get some sort of Kula image in the same vein. So I'm pretty happy about this overall. Again, the character design looks fantastic. But that is going to be it for me today, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Again, let me know in the comments section down below if you have any guesses as far as these skill icons are concerned. Are you guys getting more hype for this character based on this image? Let me know all of that down below. But thank you guys for the amazing past couple of weeks here on the channel. The channel has been doing extremely well, and it's all thanks to you guys. So big shout out to all of you. I just wanted to throw that in here at the end. But in the end, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe as always. I'll be back with tomorrow's video, but until then, peace.
Continue.